First one we're going to do is basically, we're in a side control top, so I have a crossface underhook. Marie decides to hip escape. Usually when she hip escapes, this kind of means that she's going to bring her knee to her elbow and then try like to retain her guard. Alright, so the first kind of one that we're going to work is when I find that Marie is hip escaping, I just give up the underhook and then I kind of use this like say pry bar, so it's just kind of like a flat hand underneath say Marie's kind of like knee or like say her hamstring. Alright, and then all I basically do here is just get Marie flat on her back. Alright, maybe Marie might hip escape, so if she hip escape, she might use this to like say bridge and then come up into like turtle position, so if she starts to come up here and start to build up and wrestle. So what we're going to do, if we can't shut down in time, is basically going to use this to take her back. So if Marie hip escapes, all I do is just put my hand in place. She's trying to build up on her side here. So the hand that was a crossface, all I do is basically just bring my elbow behind her head, push her chin to her chest, and I put my knee on the back of her head to make her do a chin tuck. Then what I do is I look towards her hips, I back step and put my left hand in place. Alright, once my left hand is in place and I back step, I scissor and we get like say chest to back. We're going to go with like say a figure 4 seatbelt and we're going to look to get in our left hook. The way we get in our left hook is basically move our weight to our right side so our left leg is weightless. We put our heel into our training partner's hip. Keep your left pec connected to the shoulder blade, fold to the left side, and then we get our right hook in. So just do that one last time. I find Marie's hip escape. She's hip escaping to create space. Give up the underhook so she doesn't like say reclaim her guard or start to build up from turtle position. All we do is the hand goes inside, we get her back on her hip. If she does the same thing again, all we're going to do is basically go from the cross brace to a frame, elbow goes to the back of the head, make her do a chin tuck, knee goes to the back of the head, look towards the hips, left hand goes in, we back step, chest to back, figure 4 seatbelt. Move our weight to our right side so the left leg is weightless, heel goes into the hip pocket, keep your chest connected to your training partner's back, then move to the left, take weight off your right side, get in the second hook. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. So just kind of the way this drill looks is I have a side control, Marie hip escapes, she tries to get her guard back, we wedge this hand inside, we flatten her out. You can see Marie's left hand is on say like my right shoulder. If Marie bridges here, she gets me back like say my weight back towards my hips. Take the underhook, we get the frame, knee goes behind the head, make her do a chin tuck, look towards the hips, and we get that elbow in place here for an underhook. 2 knees, wedge your training partner's back. On the first one, we were able to get a seatbelt. We went into like a chair sit, back take. But on this one, what we're going to do is, the reason why Marie is coming up on her side is she wants to turtle, alright, and then maybe stand up and so on. So we're going to slot in hooks when she does turtle. So it's going to be the very same setup. So your partner hip escapes, flatten them out. She does a big bridge, hand switches, underhook, elbow in place. This time, Marie doesn't stay on her side. She tries to turtle. So all I do is keep this hip low with my elbow and I put my knee here in her hip. So if Marie continues to build, it gives me time to put in my near side hook. And you can see when I get my hook, I get my hips behind Marie's hips and then I go with a mini hook. Alright, so we have a couple of options here. One is you can go wrist ride, breaking down to the shoulder, or maybe if you find you can't bring the elbow in, all we do is pop the elbow inside the shoulder. We take them down to the mat and get in the second one. Alright, so very, very similar to what we did on the last one, only Marie's going to turtle up. So again, so we're here, partner hip escape, trying to regard, flatten them out. Marie does a big bridge, underhook, frame, knee goes to the back of the head, back step. Where my elbow is, I replace that with my knee. Marie continues to build. My hook goes in, you can see my head is over Marie's head, so what I want to do is bring it below it, she doesn't shake me off. I get a mini hook. 2 options here that we're going to work with. One is bring the elbow in, collapse the weight over the left shoulder, or if she's very strong base, pop the elbow inside, land to the same side as the hook, stretch her out, land in our second hook. Just do that one a little bit faster. Just again. Marie hip stitch, flatten her out, bridges, and switch, here, she goes up, hook in, go behind her, mini hook, either wrist right or pop the elbow in. Alright, so you're breaking your partner down, right? Let's say, if you start from side control on this side. So let's say I have the elbows in place, I get then my knee connected to my elbow, and it's on Marie's, like say, hip. Marie turtles up, my right hand gets my hip off the floor, so I'm using a hip hoist to get in that hook. My head goes behind Marie's head. Alright, maybe she's locked in that second hook, I'm not able to get it in. So the first one, which we just kind of briefly touched on, is I'm going to get a wrist ride. I'm going to bring Marie's elbow in past her shoulder. There's space here on our left side. I drop my shoulder into that space. My right hook is in, so that's my full hook. I'm going to do a full roll to get to my right side. So left side's going to hit the mat first, and then I pull with the right hook to get her over to her right side. And then I can insert that second hook. So that's a really important movement. So look, we're here, slowing down the build-up turtle. This hand is going to allow you to hip hoist. So Marie scissors and builds. This hook goes in, we go behind. If you're able to get in the second hook, brilliant. But Marie shuts it down, just go with the mini hook. We catch the wrist and the hand, bring the elbow inside the shoulder. So you see this empty space where our elbow was. What we're going to do is drop into that space. My left shoulder hits the floor. My right hook is going to pull, so I land and get her onto her right side. And then we can get in that second hook. On the one that we just worked, it was half roll, so not full roll. So let's say Marie's being like, say, good base, I'm able to break her down. I'm moving to the opposite side. I'm stretching her out with the mini hook. My weight is kind of sagging towards, like say, her right shoulder. And all I do is pop, and I land on that hip. So make sure you land on the bottom hook. Does that make sense? All right, 3, 2, 1. Works really well if you're pressuring someone and again they're turtling in towards you, right? If Marie starts to turtle away, if she turtles away, like she's obviously like exposing her back. If Marie kind of turtles in towards me, I'm creating back exposure by getting to the opposite side, right? On the first one, when Marie was bridging and she was coming up, her arm was like say up towards the right hand side of my neck and my shoulder here. So what I did is I went around the arm, as in I went, say, towards her head. But what a lot of the time people will do as well is they might, to get a bigger bridge, the arm might go to this side here. Alright, so if Marie starts to bridge, so she aggressively kind of bridges on her side, I can't go around her head, but I can go below it and take it back from this position here. So you want to look at the kind of arm position if you want to get the back when people are bridging and then trying to turn off them. So again, if the arm is on my right side, good option from here is like going behind the kind of back step that we're working. If Marie goes to, say, my left ear here, I'm going to basically, this cross face, when she goes on her side, this turns into a claw grip. I use my left leg to help me, and my left leg and my right hand to help me kind of hip hoist. And when Marie is starting to turtle, my knee goes behind his shoulder and my hips are facing the opposite direction. Again, I'm falling over to my left hip to take weight off my right side to get in my right hook. Alright, so we'll do that one just a little bit faster so you can kind of see it in transition. Again, we're in side control, arm goes to the left ear, so if you commit to it, ear and take the back. Alright, so 3, 2, 1.